considered subscribing to my YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified when I post new content. Don't forget also do well to comment, like and share my video. Without wasting much of our time, let's start with today's tutorial.
Good morning viewers, good morning my YouTube family, and good morning to all my subscribers. Once again, good afternoon and good evening depending on your GMT. So in today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you on how you can actually increase your flyer design or whatsoever design you have designed with your Pixel app, on how you can enhance it and increase the quality. So the application I will be using for this tutorial, I'll actually use Lightroom and Snapseed to enhance a particular, to show you on how I enhance my designs. Now let me actually show you the design that I want to enhance the clarity. So this is actually the design. I will firstly take it to my Lightroom application. Now if you don't have the application, you can kindly, let me first of all open the Lightroom so you can see it. This is the Lightroom application. If you don't have this application, you can kindly go on Play Store, download the application for free. So I'll click and open it like that. Now for you to work with your Lightroom application, you need internet connection. That is, you need to on your data. You need to have data. So I'll just go to my I'll just click on my photos on device, click it like that. I'll go to my photos, I'll go to my Pixel app, because the design that I want to enhance is I actually use Pixel app to design the flyer. So this is the design. I'll just click and open it like that. You give it some time. So this is it. I will just go to my edit. This is my edit. I will click on my edit like that. After clicking on my edit, I will click on my light like that. So I will increase my exposure. I will give it here an exposure of plus 0.90. So my contrast, I will give it a contrast of, let me say, plus 6. Then my highlight, I will give it a highlight of, let me say, plus 4. Then I will give it a shadow. If you take it to the left, you see how the number is decreasing. You take it to the right, you see how the shadow is increasing. If you take it to the left, you see how the shadow is decreasing. If you take it to the right, you see how the shadow is increasing. So I'll give it a shadow of, let me say, -6 like that. I'll give it a shadow of -6 like that. So I want to reduce the white. You take it to the right, you see how the white is applying to the design. You take it to the left to reduce the white. So I'll reduce the white. I'll give it a white of -5, just like that. So if I'm done with my lights, I'll go to my effect. This is my effect here. This is my effect. I'll go to my effect and I'll give it a texture. You see how the design is popping already. So I'll give it a texture, let me say a texture of, I'll give it a texture of plus 15 for this tutorial. You see, are you seeing? Don't bother, I'll show you the before and the after. So this is the before, this is the after. Before, are you seeing the before? This is the before and this is the after. So let me increase my clarity a bit, please. I've been telling you all these numbers, they are not constant. You just maneuver through it until you get what you are looking for. So I will increase my clarity. I don't know why it's okay. Let me increase my clarity. I want to give it a clarity of +6. Let me maneuver on my dehaze. You see what the dehaze, that's what the dehaze can do. If you take it here, you see the effect. So I will just give it a dehaze of, I want to give it a dehaze of 0. Yes, a dehaze of 0. So I'm done with my effect. Now I will go to my details. I want to give it some details. I want to apply some details. So on my details, I'll just increase my sharpening. Let me say a sharp. Are you seeing what is happening with the design? So I'll just give it give it a sharpening of, let me say, +15. Yes, like that. Sorry, +16. So a radius of +1 and a details of +25. Let me decrease the details. I want to give it a detail of +18, like that. So when you are done with everything, let me show you the before and the after. That is before. Are you seeing? This is the before and this is the after. Are you seeing? With the before, all these things, they were not really showing, and the photo of this young lady was not really like brighter. So let me go back to my before. Are you seeing the before? This is the after. So when you are done and you want to save your design, you just click on this. You just click on these 3 dots and you go to save copy to device. You click on it like that. You wait for it to, okay, you can see a copy has been saved to your device. So I want to take this particular design to my Snapseed for further enhancement. So I'll just click on my Snapseed like that. So click on this plus icon. Now I'll go to, okay, this is, you see Adobe Lightroom. This is the Lightroom. This is the design we actually worked on. This is it on Lightroom. So I'll click on it like that. I'll just open it. Okay, let me zoom it. So we are on Snapseed. I will click here. I will go to my, I want to give it some details. I want to increase my details. So if you take it to the right, you see how the detail is increasing. If you take it to the left, you see how the detail is decreasing. But I want to give it a detail of, let me say, +5. If you take it, like you take your mouse up, you maneuver to sharpening. So you go to sharpening. I want to give it a sharpening of +5. If I want to go back to details, I will just click and hold on it. Like I click and bring my mouse below, there I will see my structure. If I want to go back to sharpening, I will click and push my If I'm using but my finger, I'll just click and carry my finger upwards. If I'm using but they see my finger and I want to go back to details, I'll just click and bring my fingers below for you to see the other option. You can see, but I'm using my mouse, so I'll just click and bring my mouse below for me to go to details. If I want to go back to sharpen, I will click and take my mouse upward. The same if you are using but your bare hands to do it. So after give it a sharpening of +5 and a structure of +5, I will just accept it here on this check mark. So I'll click back here. I want to go to my tune image, so I'll give it a brightness of, let me say, +1. If I want to see the next option, I just click on my screen and hold it, then click on it as if I want to screw up for me to see the next option. So I'll give it a contrast of let me say +1. I click and hold on my screen, take it upward to have access to my saturation. So I'll give it a saturation of +1. I'll do the same process, go to my ambience. For me to increase my ambience, I just click on my screen and push it to the right. You see how the number is increasing. If I want to decrease it, I'll push it to the left. So I want an ambience of +1, like that. Let me go to my highlight. So I'll just take it to the right to give it a highlight of, let me say, +1. I want to have access to my shadow. I'll just reduce the shadow. Let me say a shadow of -5. So I want to have access to my warmth. I'll give it a warmth of +1, like that. So when you are done with your tune image, you click on your check mark to apply the whole effect on the design. So remember, if you want to navigate with the different option, you just click on your screen, take your finger below, you see these are the different options to work on it. And if you want to increase any of the option, you just take your finger to the right direction. If you want to decrease it, you take your finger to the left direction. So I want to give it a structure of +1. After doing that, you click on your check mark to apply all the effects on the design. So I'll just click on my check mark. Now I'll click on this. I want to increase the I want to select part of this photo to increase the quality. So I'll just click here. I go to my selective. So I will select, let me cancel it. I'll go back, click here, go back to my selective. I want to actually select part of the face, so I can, let me allow it here like this. Let me allow it here. Actually, this is the face. You can see these are the nostrils. So I want to just, you can see this is one of the eyes. This is the other eye. I want to just allow it on the face, to select part of the face like that. So if I take it to my right direction, you see how I'm applying the brightness to this particular photo I select. So I will just give it a brightness of, let me say, brightness of +2. Please, these numbers, they are not constant. You just navigate, you work on it until you have your result. So for me to go to the next option, I will just click on my screen and take my finger upward for me to see my next option. That's contrast. So I'll give it a contrast of, let me say, +2. Now I'll go to my saturation. You give it a saturation of +2. I'll go to my structure. I'll just apply a structure of plus 2. Note, these numbers, they are not constant. You just work on it until you get what you want. So after applying all these structure, brightness and contrast, you want to accept the appliances, you just click on your check mark like that. If you want to add some details, you can click here, you add your details. But if you're okay with your enhancement, you just save your design. So I want to give it a sharpening of, let me say, plus 2. So you can see that's a before, after, before, after, before, after. So after that, I want to like save my design. So I'll just click here like this. I'll just click on my save. You give it some time. Okay, photo saved. So I'll go back to my Pixel Lab. I want to show you something. I want to really show you the before. Sorry, Pixel Lab. Okay, this is it. So you see, this is the normal design, the one I saved from Pixel Lab directly. So I will export the one we saved on Lightroom, Adobe Lightroom, and the final one we worked on from Snapseed. So I'll just go to my import. Okay, this is the Lightroom here, so I'll just import this one from Lightroom. I want you to actually see the differences. So let me import the final copy from Snapseed. This is the final copy from Snapseed, and the one from Snapseed, that is what I will actually send to my client, because that is the final enhancement. So let me shift like this. You see, let me bring it to front. You see, this is the one from Pixel Lab. This is the one. This is the original design coming from Pixel Lab that I saved from Pixel Lab directly. Okay, let me push it. I want you to see the difference. So this is the one we just did from Adobe Lightroom. This is the one coming from Adobe Lightroom, and this is the final copy coming from Snapseed. So you see, Pixel Lab. After Pixel Lab, I take it to my this is it. I take it to my Lightroom. Then after Lightroom, I take the design that I did from Lightroom to my Snapseed. So this is actually the final enhancement of this particular flyer. So if I'm to send this design to my client, this is what I will send. This is what I will send to my client. That is, you, after working a design with your Pixel Lab, you take it to your Adobe Lightroom. After that, you take it to your Adobe Lightroom. After your Adobe Lightroom, you take it to your Snapseed for proper enhancement. Please, if you are not subscribed to this channel, this is the end of the tutorial already. If you are not subscribed to this, is what we achieved. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please ensure to subscribe now, and make sure you share this video to other people out there who actually needs the tutorial. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that YouTube will always notify you when I drop awesome tutorials like these. So thank you for watching this tutorial till the end. I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye bye.